we are working on some medicinally important plant. Particularly, we are doing tissue culture of some very important plants which are used in indigenous medicine. We know that there are many plants which are used in Ayurveda or traditional system of medicine. At the same time, there are number of drugs which are in use today owe their genesis to plants. Excessive and injudicious exploitation is occurring, and this is responsible for rapid decline of these plants in their natural habitat. As chairman of this session has spelled out the concern about the availability of the medicinal plants, if Ayurveda is accepted as a system of medicine throughout the world, from where we are going to provide the plants. Here, I would like to say that plant tissue culture offer an excellent solution for propagation and conservation of germplasm of these important medicinal plants. Tissue culture, as you know, that has emerged as a promising technique to obtain genetically pure and elite population under in vitro conditions, and thus we can replenish the germplasm and we get the plants, medicinally important plants, for the wider use throughout the world. Our approach in tissue culture is to get the plant through various different routes. For example, here I have shown the two routes, from callus as well as from shoot tip culture or the axillary bud culture. From callus also we can get the complete plantlet through somatic embryogenesis or directly by organogenesis from the callus. The other method which can be used for getting the complete plant is through the shoot tip culture, where direct regeneration of this plant can occur, and which after getting the shoot, after what we call it as collagenesis, we can induce the formation of root, that is rhizogenesis, and ultimately a complete plantlet can be obtained, and after certain hardening we can take this plant to the field. The plant which we have selected for this study is Glycyrrhiza glabra. Glycyrrhiza glabra, which is one of the most important plant used in Ayurvedic medicine. It is useful in various different diseases, and it is useful in acute respiratory problems, also used as a sweetener. But from last few decades, you will find that the supply of Glycyrrhiza glabra has been declined due to certain reasons. We have done callus culture on Murashige and Skook medium, which is fortified with auxins and cytokinins. Various different cytokinins, various different auxins were tried singly as well as in different combinations. Out of the various different combinations and single auxins, we have found that the maximum callus was achieved with a combination of NaA and DAP, particularly 10 micromolar each as well as 12 micromolar each. This is the dry weight and wet weight profile of the callus. The development, the dry weight and wet weight, is also important in these studies because it is also associated with that of the formation of the active compound in that. Another important thing, as I have told you, that the regeneration of the complete plantlet. We have tried to shoot tip culture, and again the MS media was used. Various different cytokinins as well as auxins were tried. Combination of NaA and DAP has given good results, but one of the most important things which we have found here is that the MS medium supplemented with BAP 9 micromolar has been responsible for giving maximum number of shoots, that is 9 shoots in 4 weeks. These 9 shoots were separated and then subcultured. This subculturing was done on half strength MS medium, and this has favored the plant and resulted in maximum 12 shoots in 5 weeks. And we have found that these 12 shoots in 5 weeks means earlier the first culture was of 4 weeks and this first subculture was in 5 weeks. Means after 5 weeks we have got maximum plant. According to the reports, it was after the 5th subculture, means after 30 weeks 10 maximum shoots were obtained. Here we were able to get these 12 shoots in 9 to 10 weeks. So this is the important finding of this experiment. Then after formation of the shoot, it is necessary that the roots should be formed, because when we are going to take these plants into the field, we know that it is necessary that they should have the root, otherwise they will be unable to survive. For again rooting, different combinations of phytohormones were tried, and combination of indole acetic acid and indole butyric acid 4 micromolar each was found to be best for root induction. In about 4 to 6 weeks we have got good rooting, and after this we have done hardening. Primary hardening and then secondary hardening is done, because these plants are grown in cultured conditions where all the favorable conditions are provided, and if suddenly these plants are taken into the field, they will be unable to survive. Therefore, they are to be acclimatized, they are to be slowly taken to the field conditions, and for this we carry out hardening, primary hardening and secondary hardening. So primary hardening was done in greenhouse, and then secondary hardening was done in the shade house, and then these plants are ready for field. Okay, thank you.